Hey guys, welcome to Warriors United, welcome to another video, and I want to talk about today about Mateo Guendouzi, about the current Arsenal player, and a deal that has been rumored for a couple of days, and that I can see feasible, and that is the swap deal between Coutinho and Guendouzi. Let's start with Guendouzi. Who is Guendouzi? He's a French central midfielder that has been playing for Arsenal since the summer of 2018. He arrived from, I believe, Lorient in Ligue from France. And if I had to profile Guendouzi, I would say he's another player in the mold of Rabiot, in the mold of a more defensive Tonali, but as well he has the creative ability to be important, and he protects the ball very well. He shoots it with his body. He's another one of those midfielders that we like, that is like Barcelona type midfielders, which are let's protect the ball, I'm good in distribution, I can drill my way around some players some of the time. I'm a useful passer, and he's 20 years old, so I see a lot of advantages in signing a player like Guendouzi. Obviously, he's not my number one target. If I could sign any other midfielder in the world, he wouldn't be my first option. But seeing as we need to offload Philippe Coutinho, and I don't want another loan deal, I think Barcelona need to sell him, even for a loss. I mean, we know it's going to be for a loss because we did sign him for 160 million euros. But I believe that Guendouzi holds a value of about 30 to 40 million euros. If we could maybe do a swap deal for Coutinho, I mean, it's not optimal, but it's probably the best that we can do at the moment. The most important thing, more important than the transfer fee, is the wages that Coutinho earns, and getting off the books, it would be very important for Barcelona. We would save a lot of money, and maybe we can even ask Arsenal for like a bit of money, like 10-20 million euros plus Guendouzi for Coutinho, and I believe that that's something that they could do. I think that Arteta is interested in a player like Coutinho. He has seen him in the Premier League. He knows what Coutinho is capable of. And I believe that that is something that Arsenal truly need. They need one of the best creators in the world, and even though Coutinho has not been at his best for X and X reasons, he is still one of the best creators in the world. And I believe that at Arsenal, either in that left interior role or as left winger, he could be that. And why do I say as a left winger? Because the forward line is going to be probably Pepe and Aubameyang as the starters, and then Coutinho could be that left winger. And I always mentioned that if you want a player like Griezmann or a player like Coutinho to be, to have every ball going through them, then you cannot have Messi in the team. Obviously, we do have Messi in the team because he is the best player that we have. But that way, you cannot have Coutinho next to him, or Coutinho playing along the same forward line and sometimes in the interior role, because they play around the same areas. They all want to be in around that central zone, having the ball go through them a lot. And that is probably Coutinho that sometimes we cannot see him, because without the ball, Coutinho was nothing too special. I believe at Arsenal he would have all of the ball, and that would be very important for his development going through. I think that would benefit Arsenal a lot. We've seen how a massive creator that adds something to a team that already had a decent core, and they do have like Aubameyang. Like at the back, they have Tierney, Bellerin. They have Saliba coming in midfield. They already have Torreira. They have players that can help Coutinho, and they can be the last piece to kind of fix the puzzle and start, giving Arsenal what they need, because sometimes this season it's just been a lack of creation. Like Aubameyang has had to do a lot of the work to score his own goals, and I think that adding a player like Coutinho could benefit him quite a bit. So, is this swap deal beneficial for both parties? In the footballing sense, yes, because at the end of the day, Barcelona do need, I'm not going to say that we desperately need a central midfielder. That's the one position that we do not need a player desperately. But it's a position where we could do with a player like with a Guendouzi. Like we lost Artur and we did gain Pjanic, but they're not the same profile. So if we were to lose Rakitic and bring in Guendouzi, then okay, we're not probably getting Pedri this season, but at the same time, I don't want Pedri to be at Barcelona for the next season because I could see that being a problem for the player. He's 17 years old. There's a limit to how many players you can have at that age that are still in development. I think that it would be the most beneficial. Lately, there was a rumor that Borussia Mönchengladbach wanted Pedri, and I think that Marco Rosa, being the coach that he is, could get the best out of Pedri, or could be useful, especially really if they're playing Champions League football next season. Have him, being a player, because there's not many great creators at Gladbach. Like, you have probably Florian Neuhaus, and that's about it. Having Pedri would be something that could get a lot of minutes at Gladbach in the Bundesliga, playing with another team, playing with another dynamic. Same thing goes with Trincao. Trincao, I believe, there's interest from Leicester to have him on loan deal, and I believe that would also be beneficial because Trincao, I believe we have too many forward options at the moment with Dembele and Fati, and if they want to bring in another forward, I believe Trincao will be far too much, especially that he plays in the Messi position, where Messi plays pretty much all of the minutes. So I think that's why Guendouzi has a bit of space. Then there's players like Collado, Monchu, that, I believe that a loan deal for Monchu would be very beneficial, maybe for Collado as well. Like, there's rumors of Brighton that it would be great to see him with Graham Potter, or the one that I like the most, which is to Real Sociedad with Imanol Alguacil. Has been doing a great job with midfielders this season, and maybe could turn out to be another Mikel Merino, the profile of Monchu. To be honest, and done, we would have the likes of, in the DM, we could have Guendouzi being the DM with Busquets, or he could be the interior, where you would have the options. Your main options would be Busquets, Vidal, and Frenkie de Jong, and then you have Pjanic and Riqui Puig as your changes, and in that sixth midfielder you have Mateo Guendouzi. I think that could be something that we could use for the season and try it out. It's not the most optimal thing. I honestly wouldn't sign another midfielder, but we do need to understand the position that is. We need to get rid of Coutinho, and if we can do that to Arsenal, send the wages off, just don't have Coutinho earn any more money from Barcelona and just ship him off, that would be beneficial, because we do need to start to change things around. It is very important for just our economic sanity at the moment to do that, and for footballing as well. There are other rumors that players that we need to get rid of, like I would say Griezmann's time, although he's been only 1 year, I don't see it working at Barcelona. I know that the first year is always the hardest because of the adaptation period, but Griezmann, with his age, he's 29 going to 30, he doesn't seem like he's adapting. Like, we should have seen signs of something happening, and the problem is that the one game that Griezmann worked in was the game where Barcelona was extra susceptible to counterattacks and just leaked at the back like crazy, and we can't have that. Griezmann is not, when you have Messi, Griezmann is not a player worth adapting the style to and adapting the team to. It's just not. Like, if you have to change too many things around, it is not beneficial. We should try to find pieces that actually work. There are things that we need. So let's find a proper winger that can be the starter winger, or let's find a striker to be the replacement to Luis Suarez. Or let's invest little, but let's invest in things that we need. If you are really going to ship Araujo off, or Tolivo, then if the Eddie Garcia option is there, take it. Or Alba, if he's really 30 to 40 million euros as an option. Serginho Dest for 20. There is a bunch of deals that make sense right now, that it's not a lot of money, that we can definitely do, that we can ship some players off, because there's other teams that would be interested in them. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about the topic of the players that Barcelona need to do, about the swap deal. Again, for 10 to 20 million euros plus Coutinho, plus Guendouzi for Coutinho, I think it will be very beneficial. It'll be great for Arsenal. It will be good for Barcelona. And going forward, we just need to, study players before we sign them. Analyze, do we need them? Where are they going to fit in the current starting 11? Are they going to be a plan for the future? Are they going to fix something that we don't have? Are they a profile of player that we don't have? All that needs to be analyzed, and that's the job of the sporting director and the coach while looking at players. Anyways, we're done and done, guys. Leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Blaugranas.